Hi everybody, today we are going to be drawing a cute cartoon cardinal, and we are going to start by making a nice round shape, but at the top it's going to do something a little funky, so you want to make sure that you're watching. And I am using a marker so that you can see my lines. I would prefer that you use a pencil first, just in case you make a mistake. So, I have not made a mistake drawing my circle. So this is where I said it's going to look a little weird. So I started here, but I ended a little bit above. What we are going to do then is we're going to pull this in and connect it to the top. So now we have our cardinal's head. The next thing that we are going to do is we're going to add a nice round body. And remember, so we're drawing it like a cartoon, so it is not going to necessarily look like a super realistic cardinal, and that is okay. Okay, so now we have the head and the body. The next thing we're going to do is add some little legs coming down. So I'm going to add 1, 2, and over here 1, 2. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to slant out, come across, and back. Then I'm going to come down the middle, across, and back. And then I'm going to slant out, across, and back. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing over here to make its feet. I slant out, across, and back, come down, across, and back, slant out, across, and back, and that helps make my little cardinal toes. Now we are going to be drawing our cardinal like his wings are next to him, and so all we are going to do for that is we're going to start just a little bit next to the belly where the head is. We're going to follow that line. And then I like to make it curved. If you want yours to be square at the bottom, that's fine. But we're almost making like this little long teardrop shape. And I like to make mine wider at the bottom and then curve across. So that's like where the wings would stick out next to his belly. And his tail is going to be tucked behind him. So we're going to come out. And then I just kind of make this curved line. And back, and notice I did not draw through the legs. I picked up my marker so that it was not going through the legs that I already had, because we're not going to see the tail through the legs. The legs are in front of. So the next thing that we are going to be adding is some details in the face. So the first thing I'm going to add is a nice big round eyeball. And then nice and close to that, but not touching, I'm going to add another nice round eyeball. In between those eyeballs, I'm going to add a curve. And this is similar to how we've drawn our owl before. And maybe I'm going to make that a little bit wider. And I'm going to make a V shape coming down. The next part is going to be almost like making a mask shape around these eyes, because cardinals do have this darker shape. So I'm going to come out and around. So now it almost looks like I've drawn the number 8 sideways on my paper. Inside these circles, I am going to add another circle and then a little oval. So another circle and then a little oval. It's going to be kind of like the shine on that eye. So now we have a really cute cartoon cardinal. I am going to add, maybe my cardinal is sitting on a branch, so I am going to add a branch behind my cardinal's feet. So I'm going to bring it over. And I don't tend to make my branches perfectly straight because I think that in real life they're not. And then maybe down here it's breaking off. So I'd kind of have this coming off and getting thinner. And this would come off and get thinner too. And it looks like it's just going right off of the page. If you want to add some other branches to help kind of break up that background shape a little bit, you absolutely can. Just remember, don't draw it through your cardinal, because that's not gonna help your cardinal look like he's having a good day. Okay, so I kind of like how it's simple a little bit, and now what I am going to do is I am going to start adding some color. Okay, now my picture is all colored. And one of the things that I want you to notice is that I am still coloring the entire paper. I'm not leaving the sky white. I'm making it blue so it looks like it's a nice day out. And I really am trying to fill the whole space. I'm not using my whole arm and just scribbling everywhere. I'm trying to kind of choose one section and color it in carefully, choose another section, color it in carefully, and that does help. And if your hand starts getting tired, absolutely take a break for a little bit, but then come back to it to show that, hey, you know what, I'm really going to take some pride in my work, and I want to make sure that I am doing my very best coloring. I know that it's a little bit challenging since we're not in the art room together, but I know what you're capable of, and I'd still like to see that awesome artwork that you can produce. So I hope you enjoyed following along, and stay tuned for the next time we have a video.